Have you ever known someone who almost doesn't exist online? No Instagram story, no TikTok dance, no carefully curated grid, just a blank search bar where their name should be. In a world where we live like open windows, they move like closed doors, and you can't help but wonder, what are they hiding? Or what have they already found? We scroll, we post, we perform. Day after day, we trade tiny pieces of ourselves for hearts, for views, for comments. If it's not shared, did it really happen? If no one sees you, are you really there? In this endless marketplace of attention, people who don't use social media start to feel like ghosts. Too quiet, too private, almost unreal. But what if they're not running from something broken? What if they're standing on something solid? What if some people carry such a steady flame inside that they don't need a spotlight outside? Those are the ones we'll begin with. The self-secure, the people who know exactly who they are even when no one is watching. If the self-secure type is anchored on the inside, the second type guards the borders of their world. They are the privacy protectors. To them, personal information is not content, it's artwork. Not a loud billboard on a highway, but a painting in a quiet room. You don't blast masterpieces, you approach them softly, in a kind of whisper. Their life feels less like a public exhibition and more like a private gallery. Not for everyone, not for always, not for the endless scroll. In an age where share is the default button, why do they so often choose close? Not out of fear, but out of ownership. Out of choice. They know some moments lose their magic when turned toward an audience. So they keep a few doors closed, and in that quiet, another kind of strength appears. If the privacy protector guards the door, the third type guards the battery. These are the energy conservers. They move through the social world the way you might move through a city with a limited phone charge, carefully, intentionally, always aware of the percentage left. They understand their social stamina. They know that every notification, every scroll, every "hey you there" is a tiny withdrawal from their inner account. One ping, one reel, one late night message, swipe, swipe, swipe. And suddenly the mind feels crowded, the heart feels thin. Have you ever felt that too? That quiet exhaustion after doing nothing but scrolling? They are not antisocial, they are selective. They'd rather have one honest talk than 50 "how are you" with no room for a real answer. Less chatting, more truth. Fewer conversations, deeper roots. In a world addicted to noise, they practice the rare art of standing still. And that stillness leads us to another kind of sensitivity. If stillness is a skill, the fourth type feels every tremor beneath it. These are the empathic absorbers, hearts like open windows in a storm. They didn't leave social media because they hated it. They left because they felt it too clearly, too deeply, too constantly. Every post carries a hum of emotional noise. A joke hiding a bruise, a smile hiding a crack, a highlight reel hiding a long night. They sense the jealousy wrapped in compliments, the loneliness framed in group photos, the acting pressed behind every filter. Have you ever looked at a perfectly edited picture and felt something sad underneath it? Over time, that awareness becomes heavy. Not in one big crash, but in a slow drip, drip, drip that fills the room. Unplugging, for them, isn't escape. It's recovery. It's a return. It's a choice to feel the world directly again, face to face, moment to moment, and decide what truly deserves their attention. If some people step away from social media to protect their energy or their feelings, the fifth type steps away to protect something more subtle: attention. These are the mindful minimalists. To them, attention is currency. Attention is time you never get back. They don't see social media as evil. They see it as excess, not poison, but leftovers, fine in small amounts, numbing when mindlessly consumed. So they start to strip things away, one icon at a time. Remove the app, remove the feed, remove the scroll, until what's left is simple, real conversations, real moments, real life. Have you ever felt the difference between a day you spent online and a day you remember? They replace scrolling with silence, replace feeds with focus, replace performance with presence. They don't hate connection, they crave it, unfiltered, undistorted. And here's where all 5 types meet. They've broken the reflex to show, to prove, to perform. They didn't leave because they couldn't keep up. They left because they didn't need the race. Psychologists call this digital detachment, separating your self-worth from your online identity. In a culture obsessed with being seen, becoming almost invisible can be its own kind of power. So what about you? Are you the one who rarely appears online, or do you quietly care about someone who lives beyond the feed? Maybe you're not antisocial at all, just tired, just overwhelmed, just craving something more real. It's okay to feel that way. The people who don't use social media aren't broken, behind, or strange. They're simply choosing a different rhythm. And maybe, just maybe, their quiet path is pointing toward the kind of peace your heart has been softly searching for without knowing its name yet. If this video touched something soft in you, you're not alone. Here, we explore the hidden sides of the mind, the quiet habits, the unspoken feelings, the questions you ask yourself at 2 a.m. You like more gentle, honest reflections like this? You can subscribe or just come back whenever you need a calmer corner of the internet. Either way, I'm grateful you are here. Take what you need, leave the rest, and listen kindly to your own pace.